All right, guys, I'm super optimistic for this try. My problem was not human error and a mistake in clicking things. It was not understanding that there is an auto shut off option, which I think we want for lots of things, but not for the all-important measuring of fuel. So the fly loop now includes keep the pressure monitor on so that when we run the pump, we always do the right thing, right? Right? Always do the right thing. Our engine's ready. Everything's ready. Let's try her again. Let's set a destination. And then let's try her again. Watching the engine pressure. Go. 3, 2, 1. There she goes. Good, good. Good thrust. Good pressure. Good progress. So when it hits that moment, the pressure controller will turn off, but then my code will turn it right back on. I think we're going to be good. I think we're going to be good, boys. Pressure, it's off, it's on. Ooh, that's kind of high pressure, but the pipe will not explode. The pump is off, and we were in stable orbit. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, I forgot to set my session timer. Just taking a quick break. I really wanted to see this work today, and I think it did. The proof will be in the pudding of landing. So the altitude is orbit on the avionics device. The altitude, -1. And then we'll watch that change as we burn some fuel to get home. Let's get home. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. Our altitude on the avionics device is the altitude above the planet. -1 while it's in orbit. This is important. I need to have some method to automatically switch from flying mode to back to refuel mode. Better than changing the switch, which requires pulling the chip, putting it in the prototype housing. It's all, but hey, right now we only care about one thing, and that is reducing our altitude to 0 without blowing up. I feel pretty good about this attempt. The thrust is low because the engine is turning on and off. The pressure is steady. I heard a rumor you could automate this better and just land it and not mess around with these little bursts of gas, of thrust. To land gently, you could start landing gently a lot lower if your code was good. which mine is not yet, but if this works, the code is a lot better than it was last time or ever. The build is better. The code remains to be seen. Was there a... Yeah, you can just see a pixel in the middle of the screen. Can you see it? It's right here. Come on, baby. Come on. Work don't crash. Work don't crash. Come on. Don't get too close to it because it's going to be on fire. Easy, easy. Hey now. No explosions. Just a gentle landing. Boom. Just a gentle landing. Boom. Well, it didn't take so long. I'm going to take a couple more minutes. Just a couple more minutes. Can we get to volatile vapor now? No. Can we get to orbit now? We can. Do we need to refuel? Probably. Oh, can you hear those pipes ringing? What's our pressure? It's 50. That's high pressure. The pipes will start ringing. Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. And especially after the last ep was so short and sad. Come on. Grind it. Set that aside. Don't need the grinder. Grab the chip. We want to see what orbit looks like when we, or altitude looks like when we go somewhere besides orbit. Our mode is refueling. Our pressure will be fine. Don't even worry about a thing. Engine pressure is low because we're taking on fuel, right? Oh, we need to extend the umbilicals. Pressure is fine because we are refueling. The pump toggling on and off, you can see it there. The brain showing an error because I pulled the chip out. Will avionics tell us when our thing is full? Our weight and mass are going up. No, it would be the tank. It would be the gas capsule tank medium. Total moles. Pressure. There it is. We're pressurizing the tank to a certain number. I really want like ratio. I really want like... No, it wouldn't make any sense to have a ratio. Depends on the state of the gas and everything. But we have a target pressure that we're aiming at. Our target pressure is keep pressurizing until you hit 40. So anything greater than 3999 and we're full. So we're starting to see some rudimentary or next steps that we can take. Stay in refuel mode until pressure greater than 39,999, and then automatically switch to flight mode. Easy. Easy money. All right, so we'll just give it a minute more. What else can I tell you? Oh, let's go check the recovery of those plants. Remember there was a die-off, I think? No, let's talk about bobblehead. So I bought this game 3 years ago, played the heck out of it, hundreds of hours. Now I'm back playing hundreds of hours, and it's nice that the developer said, you know, if you want to give us money, you could, because of course I want to give you money for the hundreds of hours 3 years later. So I went ahead and bought the bobblehead to support your developer. And it's kind of interesting. They're about to, ooh, we got our pressure. And there's something else sort of interesting to talk about. But right now, what would be most interesting is I changed the hotkey for the jump pack, so it's a lot more handy. I just need to get used to it. Well, no, put the chip in it. Come on, Quasar. Put the chip in it. Nope. Switch the chip's mode to flying. Now, grab the chip. Oh, I'm on top of it. Did you see how I didn't fail there? So hokey. And I'm so bad. I think I told you I got a little salty on Discord last night after my rocket blew up. So now anything I say is received with a different tone because I set a different tone. The rocket, refueled, ready to go with the good brains. Pipe squeaking, but that's okay. We saw this just a second ago. Everything's good, good, good. Set a destination. Orbit. And let's get out of here before those pipes pop. Oh no! Did you hear something popped? Son of a what? Again, the son of a what? And I bet the video of that happening would have been neat too. Oh no, another clip ending in failure and rebuilding the rocket. I didn't pull the umbilicals? Apparently not. Did the rocket get away? It did. Oh, good. So it's just my everything. No, it didn't. Wait, it did. It's in orbit. All right. Well, it's back to the drawing board, but let's see if we can't get to where we're at when we say let's go to the volatile vapors. Is the destination, and the avionics says altitude -1, which should stay in my mind that way all the way there. Our pressure's good enough. Let's get moving. Okay, so I only blew up my launch platform. That seems okay. Damage is at negative or at 88%. So I overheated those wires. Those things I can replace. Overheated some of the wires or all the wires? Ooh, that's kind of important. That wire right there. Yeah, no, look, I blew up all of it around there. That's fine. It's fine. And we're there, baby. Avionics, -1. Pressure's fine. Lots and lots of fuel to get home. Well, except for that fireworks show. And there's nothing wrong with the platform. I just won't be able to refill until I fix it. So let's see if we can get home. Let's see just real quick if we can get home. Our destination is the pad. No, 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 no. Our cargo storage is on, and our rocket liner is on. Let's see if we can get home with some ice. Just one chunk of ice would be a victory, wouldn't it? The only thing that should be happening now is this battery's going down, and I've got 2 of them, so it's going to take quite a while. Oh, and the only thing that should be going up is our mass. All right, well, we're not going to wander off too far. We're going to... what are we going to do? We don't have to fix any of this right now, but it does have to be fixed. What is that blinking for? Oh, these would be blinking too if they were not garbage. Oh, it's very exciting to finally get there. If I'm there at all. The proof will be in the pudding when I land, or fail to do so. I need a power umbilical. And I need a gas umbilical. And to redo a little bit of wiring. Shoot, I have the logic to say, when you're ready to launch, be sure and retract the umbilicals. I should be using it. All right. Deconstruct launch pad. Perfect. And then rebuild the launch pad in the same place. And we only need just a little bit of proof of concept ice. How's our mass? On crunchy. Well, how's our mass? What happened to our payload mass? Dry mass. Payload 505. Cargo storage. 5 of them. And I noticed on avionics, what did I notice on avionics? I know I saw on avionics just an explicit mined quantity, -1. So I'm not sure about that, but we got what we need. At the location, idle. The destination, home. The rocket, ready to go. The payload, 507, so 7 kilograms heavier than when we left. It'll be fine. Oh, the altitude, even while we're mining, I think we already saw that. -1. I'm pretty sure altitude at 0 is landed and anything else is not landed. It's got to be, doesn't it? But then again, nobody told me about auto shutoff, so I guess we'll find out. That pipe is no good. That avionic, that gas umbilical is no good. Goes right here. Pointed that way. It goes right here. And then power goes right above it. Right here. And then, good to know the heavy cables didn't bust. Yeah, wrap it in use heavy cable and it's heat proof or something. Need some power to that thing and that one. And need some good pipes. Oh, we have altitude. We're coming home, baby, full of wind. Oh, shit. Now there will be problems. There have already been problems. This is flashing an error at line 31. Why is it? Oh, because the power's gone, because it lost track of it. So that's nice. That was why it was blowing that way, is because the fuel was coming up here and just exploding until we burned out this wire and then everything stopped. So that's good to know. Oh, 5,000 fuel. Good. It also occurred to me I could probably, in my crappy build, afford to stuff in another tank. Maybe I'll do that. Really got to work on the ICs, though. But no, we learned something. We learned something good. The altitude will give us the switch we can flip. What I really need to do, let's see if there's time to show you now. Let's see it land first. Yeah, I got time. What I really need to do, this uplink is connected to the avionics. And I'm told through that you can even get to the IC with the program on it somehow. And if I can get to the IC, then I can pull all kinds of, I can do a whole bunch of good stuff. If I can get to the IC from home, from the ground. All kinds of good stuff, baby. All right, to the ice fields and back with about half of the fuel to spare. Perfect. Now, drum roll, please. We gotta open it. Go ahead and extend the chute. This thing doesn't have to be on, but let's turn it on. Let's turn it on. Across this wire that's busted. What did I just say? It doesn't have to be on. Instead, for today, let's dump our payload out onto the ground. Our payload, it's in there. Believe it. Believe it. When I flip that lever right there, can we get to it? We cannot. Oh, can we get to it with an empty hand? That's all right. We got to pull this off anyway to reprogram it. There. No, not that. Wouldn't have had to, but whatever. Flip that lever, and out comes win. Come on, out comes win. Did it like fall and roll away? Did it work at all? Do you know what this means? Oh, you gotta turn it back on. Turn it back on. I hear something happening. Oh, did you see that? Look at the wind right there. Space ice. Probably melting. Don't let it all melt. Quick, get a belt of some sort. Space ice doesn't melt. That's plenty for our test. And that's plenty to call it a win. Motherfucker. Oh. My rocket, my pressure-fed rocket, went into space, mined some stuff, and landed back on the pad. Can you imagine? That's awesome. Woohoo! Finish one on a high note.